All right, we are live. We'll just chill and kind of talk about whatever for a minute, so we
All
can
right,
get some people coming in.
for sure, for sure.
But yeah,
All
we got
right,
a
on week five.
full week of matches or full show of matches. Uh,
Yeah, big schedule ahead.
yeah, three full sets plus uh, a couple of single games.
Yeah, it's
Some of which
definitely
I
one of the
haven't
harder weeks to
watched
choose
yet.
some stuff from. Yeah, definitely.
I
Very
have not
full
actually
week of action.
watched. I have not actually watched the electric versus pancake match that we're gonna take a look at, but everybody was saying it was awesome, and you said it was awesome. So
hmm Yeah, definitely a full week of very exciting action. So definitely looking forward to this stream.
yeah,
Yeah,
good to have you. The
yeah. Thanks for having me.
oh, what am I sharing with you? Actually, are
I
you seeing my OBS screen?
Yes, that is what I
Okay,
see.
I shared the wrong thing with you. Hold on.
Oops.
Um, I'm gonna give you. Oh yeah, I'm just showing you that. I'm gonna change you. I want you to have this.
There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Now I see the
Now
match.
you see the battle. I mean, you would have seen the battle anyway
Yes,
once I
that's a
turned
very
off
strange
the.
perspective.
Yeah, but that's. I can see where that would be weird.
Yeah, and we got many tabs of matches to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we got couple people popping in to watch. We can go ahead and get it going here. All right. So we've got. Let's go ahead and switch from the thumbnail to the heat. The actual battles. First thing we're gonna watch. Hey, Heaven, you made it in again. At least one. We've watched a lot of heaven matches. Oh, we got Firefalls as well. Excellent. Welcome,
hmm
welcome. Tsukaba, awesome. Um, we're gonna watch the. Uh, we're gonna watch one game of Steve versus Slushy. Uh, to start it off, we're gonna. I would say, put it on fast mode, but I don't necessarily think we need to. This is a 3 or 4 turn battle total.
Basically, only one move really gets clicked the entire game, so
Yeah, one damaging move,
that's
um,
all she wrote.
and one support move. But um, yeah, I think you've showed up. Maybe not though. I don't know. I thought you had. I thought you'd been in some heat matches before, but oh sure, yeah.
I, I
Well,
yeah, I was in a couple.
but yeah. All right. We'll get this first match going here. So this is Steve on the hero side versus Slushy. This is game one of that match. We get the Gliscor and the Thunderous versus Smeargle and Iron Boulder, and that's the only damaging move that comes out of
That is,
Slushy.
yep, all necessary, and then
Deleted down to Sash,
that's all she wrote.
and this switch is rough.
Very. I remember watching this. I didn't watch it live. I saw the replay when it first came out, and I was just my jaw just kind of dropped about how quick this first game went. Just literally 3 turns, game over.
Yeah, back in the early Gen, what I guess it would be Gen 6 days. Um, I I was watching some just some like random like 30 person. Oh, I'm gonna stream the new Pokemon game and do some battles versus users like versus viewers and stuff like that, and they would just get just demolished with this kind of stuff in double battles. You know, it'd just be like a Rage Powder next to a Dragon Dance Gyarados or something like that, and then Mega Evolve and kill him, or I guess maybe Mega Gyarados is not Gen 6. Was it? I don't remember. The point was that sort of like one setup next to one big attacker and just blast them.
You need. Exactly. Why prep hard when you can just quick choice ban Earthquake, right?
Yeah. Scary stuff. And I mean, when this is where a lot of your offense is coming from, Earthquake's a solid choice.
Very scary move. Yes.
Yeah, true. The last time Slushy was on a weekly heat, clicked exclusively supporting moves. Terrain moves, follow me, stuff like that. But all right, let's hop into the next match here, which this is like I'm playing this one basically as a penance, right? Because this is the Tail Glow Baton Pass match, and just because it worked great twice in a row, even once Partis knew about it, doesn't mean I'm taking back any of the things I've said about Tail Glow Baton Pass. So,
yeah, it was fun to see it work.
But yeah, this is excellent. And we're going to watch both games of this set, although we're going to watch them a little fast because it is more complicated. Or it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
The Volbeat doesn't die.
Does not.
It gets off the Tail Glow. And here comes the Sylveon at +3. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to pause it because I think Terra watering this Rhyperior right here may have been the actual game-winning play.
Yeah, I was going to say, very well timed with that Terra.
Sylveon's going to get basically all the kills, but this Rhyperior getting to be around and just be a second thing that has to get worried about instead of dying to Wave Crash is huge.
Yeah. Even when it gets flinched like that. And Tailwind gets up, and it's pretty much just a very fast game.
Yeah, you see the fake out coming. The second Tail Glow is
certainly
excellent.
And encore into the fake out, he really just thought of everything this game. Another Tail Glow. And Sylveon.
Tail Glow, to what end though, right?
Yes.
No damaging moves. Absolutely vindication for Tail Glow, plus Baton Pass.
Indeed. And showing how
great set to
is.
watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very exciting to see one of my favorite evolutions just kind of go off like that. But the Tail Glow actually coming to effect in such a strong way was just, it felt like singles almost, just with how potent the offense was.
So after watching that the first match, I think, okay, so now Partis knows what's gonna happen, and we're gonna get like a solid game 2. That
Partis are coming in.
Yeah, Partis maybe wins game 2, and then we go to a cool game 3, and then what's the counter adjustment? What's that? Camo says, I'll just beat him now. We'll do it again. Again, we get the Terra Water, different Mon, but the Tail Glow set up.
Missed on the Volbeat.
The missed Heat Wave. Although I don't think, and I think Camo agrees, but I don't think that Heat Wave was going to kill anyway.
Probably not.
But Heat Wave plus the Aqua Jet on the next turn before the Baton Pass can happen, maybe could have been something.
Yes,
but
Trick Room is up,
which does put the Iron Hands in a pretty good position.
Follow me on the Magmar. Just does die to the Wild Charge, but now this Sylveon just has to click its move, and pretty much. I am surprised that Bruxus only took that much from a +3 hyper voice. Oop.
Yeah, lots of rough misses, but Scald on the. I guess I didn't even realize that Colossal got Scald now, but I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's the
It does.
hot
It's
water
giant.
move, yeah. But
Exactly.
yep, and Hyper Voice says delete, 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 and goodbye.
Yeah. How many kills did Sylveon rack up this game? Was it all of them, or
I
did
think it was
we
7 of 8.
7 of 8?
The kills the Bruxish, kills the Iron. I think it was all 4 this one and 3 of the 4 last time,
That
I
is
think.
pretty incredible.
But maybe it was 8-0. I don't know. I'd have to open it back up. But excellently done, Camo.
Yes. No, super fun set to watch. Really fun to see a gimmick like that pay off. And yeah.
Yeah, so I would say I agree. I agree with Sakaba that it's probably more legit than I'm giving it credit for, just because I am being so negative on it that there's probably a leak in my game somewhere where like I should just take it more seriously. But then also Heaven is like, if it's that legit, then just keep bringing it.
Yeah, let's see
Like,
it next week too. 8
you
more
know,
kills.
put up or shut up, right? Like just ride this tail glow baton pass
Yeah.
into playoffs.
Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll see another full like 3-4 weeks of 8-0s from Sylveon just with this tail glow strat. So let's see what happens.
Wouldn't hate it. All right. Speaking of Heaven and Tsukaba,
Yes, our
they
Dragon
see
Cheer
the
extravaganza.
Inteleon on the thumbnail, and they know whose match is in there. But we're only going to watch one game of this. This is game 2. Tsukaba has already won game 1, and has revealed the Dragon Cheer. But this is the game where the Dragon Cheer really pops off. Gets like 3 good opportunities, along with the sniper to boost crits.
Yeah. And sniper is times 1.5 on crits. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's like 1.5 instead of 1.3 or whatever.
Something maybe it's times 2 instead of 1.5 or
whatever the specific numbers are.
Yeah, big damage. 35% from a water move onto Latias is pretty fun to see.
Yeah, I like Tsukaba's willingness to switch even after investing resources in Dragon Cheer there, which I think pays off big time this game.
Yeah.
Also, that miss is pretty
was huge.
Too.
Yeah. Game's going a completely different direction if that gouging fire is gone.
Yeah, the Terrifier pretty nice.
But a little bit too little, too late. Dragon Cheer onto the...
Yeah, and now it's just Draco Meteor time until forever. I like the just... we'll just keep doing it. Does it work
Click
again?
it again.
No, it doesn't work again.
Put it onto the slow bro.
And then a third one. Just getting the snipe shots there to close it out.
And no Inteleon, great bring this week, and very fun to see Dragon Cheer paying off like that. It's one of my personal favorite moves that's been introduced this gen.
Oh no, I'll tell you, I didn't. I'll tell you what I didn't notice until just now. Tsukaba apologizing for RNG. If I had noticed this beforehand, this would not have been in Weekly Heat. You ran the crit boost move. It's not like, come on now.
Yeah, even with the Draco miss, but
we have got to stop apologizing for RNG.
This isn't a thankless server.
All right. So we've got two more full sets I want to watch. First up, we got the Ryan versus Ferrat set. Two PPA champions, right?
Yes, two PPA champions. Ryan from last season, and I think from either season 2 or 3, if I recall. So two opponents that know each other fairly well at this point. Have played a lot of matches in a lot of different seasons in both leagues against each other. So always fun to see familiar foes fight each other.
And Ryan, before starting this, undefeated in our conference, 4-0. And we are gonna, there's no spoilers in Weekly Heat, which is to say, Ryan does end up losing. But this is a very fun match with both players in strong positions at various points. Ryan with a pretty strong start and showing just in this first set or this first game here. And we don't want to speed it up too quick, but classic Terra Water Goldengo, right? Just live everything.
Exactly.
Big beefy Shadow Ball. But this Iron Thorns here is going to show up and just end up kind of being a problem. Catching a clean 36% plus the burn is nice. And living the Shadow Ball, awesome.
And getting the citrus boost up. And we got Dragon Dance off the Thorns.
So Thorns now fastest thing around. Arcanine trying to just
drive attack as well.
Clean that up. Rock Slide doing enough. Tailwind gets the Goldengo going first again. But, I mean, this Iron Thorns is at, +1 plus Quark Drive.
Yeah.
It's just going to get to do what it wants. Ryan Thorns. There we go.
Ryan Thorns, yes. And pretty smooth game one for Ryan.
Gotta be just how Ryan drew it up, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bit of debuffing. I'm gonna get this Iron Thorns in, get the Dragon Dance set up, and just start throwing rock slides and either getting flinches or KOs.
Exactly.
And Ferrat says, okay, well, that's fine, but my Goldengo's never going to flinch. I'm going to be faster if I want to be. And you got lucky on that burn, so let's see if you can do it again. Oh no, I've done a terrible thing.
It is now muted. Very good.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Truly the greatest crime. But yeah. Missed Hydro Pump is rough.
It is.
Getting the Trick Room set up, and then bringing in the Iron Thorns, which I think is interesting. I mean, obviously, the Reuniclus is going to, take, catch a couple of attacks, and probably not KOing either of these two very bulky Pokemon, but, you're bringing in your Rock type versus a Rotom that's probably going to get, is probably targeting something at it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a bit of a sketchy switch, but the double protect means that Ryan basically totally unpunished for it.
Yeah, and now gets the next turn for free.
Nice switch. We do see a nice
switch. Yeah, blocking the Spore, and we see a miss. Yes.
Yeah. Arcanine coming in to threaten both of these Fire Weak Mons. Now weak to the Moonblast is rough.
Yeah, Terra Dragon is interesting on the
locked into the protect. It's gonna force the Iron Thorns out here. Sooner or later. There we go.
A lot of switching going on this game.
Yeah, this is a fun match. Basically, who's winning? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Ferrat. Ferrat's got the Tailwind up. It's getting to he's getting to put some pressure on with Moonblast and Make It Rains, but. The Fungus is still around. Arcanine is still a pretty scary thing, and Ferrat says, well, let's just keep switching. Nice switch to avoid the KO on the Whimsicott there, and we're just playing the prediction game. Ryan
And now
again
we see
finds the
another Dragon Dance
position
up.
to get a Dragon Dance in.
We do see Volcarona's outspeeding even with a Dragon Dance up, though.
Yeah, so I hadn't noticed that before. Is it? Oh yeah, totally. Arcanine going first as well. So that must have been a slow Iron Thorns with Dragon Dance,
yeah,
to clean it up for non-Trick Room situations.
Mm-hmm.
But
we do see the double KO here. And at this point, I felt like Ryan was in a great position.
I know, right? It's like,
still,
yeah. So we're at at the 3v2. Iron Thorns is at +1/+1.
Mm-hmm.
And Arcanine still pretty fast. Can Flare Blitz his Gholdengo.
Pretty healthy HP as well.
Like, even if the Whimsicott sets Tailwind, and then the Gholdengo gets to attack, like, this Arcanine isn't dying to a Make It Rain, so it can probably,
Just
point something into the Gholdengo, and then it's just the Moonblast, it's just the Whimsicott. But Ryan plays it a little safe there, and
that does kill.
The Shadow Ball kills, and now Ryan's in a little bit rougher of a position, and then the Make It Rain can just clean it up. So
yeah, very well predicted with that Shadow Ball into the Arcanine. Yeah, that pretty much was a game-winning play right there, and now he brings it to a third game from the set.
Take it to a third game. It's definitely an either player can still win it situation.
Yeah.
Either player potentially making some adjustments, right? We could see, Ryan's led Trick Room both matches, so maybe Furrout wants to take advantage of that, bring like a Rage Powder Belly Drum. I mean, I don't know if that's what was actually on the Snorlax or not, but like maybe take advantage of that kind of slow start that Ryan is presenting the first two matches, something like that. But maybe we see the Palafin show up this time. Oh no, I did it again. I'm so sorry. I normally don't hit that pause button. I usually do play with sound off. I'm so sorry. We do see Rock. Yeah, so we do see an adjustment. It's to Terra Rock Dragapult, which Rock is good into like a lot of the team overall, although not necessarily a lot of what Furret actually brought. So I'm kind of surprised to see that.
Yes, I think he was just trying to get rid of that Volcarona.
Sure. But like Poltergeist plus Spore or something probably does it. Yes, Captain, don't apologize. There are things that it is good to apologize for, like accidentally blasting people's ears. But RNG, no apologies.
Anything non-luck based is apologize worthy. Anything else, no.
All
right, switching to the Whimsicott, we see a Rage Powder and 50% into the Rotom.
Big damage into this Rotom, which is pretty nice. Probably gonna get the Tailwind set up here with the Whimsicott. Nope.
No, just Energy Ball. But he can just do it for free next turn, basically, as well. Yeah. Although this Arcanine is threatening. Encores.
So I like that. I like that switch after the Protect, right? Because Ryan got punished on that in game one. Knows about the Encore. Protects the Dragapult. Is thinking, Encore, very likely there. Let's just get out. Get the Fungus in. And just burn that turn of Whimsicott.
Yes. Brings it down to the Sash. Now we get Tailwind up, and we see a Volt Switch and a Spore into the Rotom.
But I'm going to sleep now. Iron Thorns is in. Yeah, we're just going to keep throwing Spores out, I guess. Which, obviously, Whimsicott immune to that.
See Energy Ball, and I believe Rotom stays asleep. We see a Wild Charge.
Impressive damage on that Energy Ball. And the Ryan in kind of a rough position here now with the with the Iron Thorns being so low and the Whimsicott still being able to attack. And now we're sort of in the end game at this point, right? Like we know Arcanine's going to just barely live that Shadow Ball.
Yes, Whimsicott is gone now, and Tailwind is gone.
But Make It Rain is going to do beefy damage into this Terra Rock Dragapult eventually.
Yes,
clean up
and
the Arcanine.
Bug Buzz kills the Arcanine.
And yeah, we're pretty much at the just clean it up stage of the game.
Yep, and Make It Rain. I would know how good that move is. It just takes care of the rest of that. Oko's on both of those, and Vert cleans it up. Very fun back and forth set right there.
Awesome, and well done to Furat, knocking Ryan out of the undefeated world for the season, and I believe that puts Furat at 3-2 on the season, or 2-3. Regardless,
not entirely sure. Yes, but very well played. Puts him still in the playoff hunt.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah, our division is pretty tight at this point. Me and Firefalls both need to win out, which is possible because we've already played each other.
Yeah.
I think literally everybody in our division could still potentially make playoffs, which is exciting for 5 weeks in.
Exactly. Crown division, really exciting. You got Tay at 5-0, Ryan at 4-1, and then 3-2, 2-3, 2-3, 2-3. So a lot that can still happen in the next 2 weeks.
Excellent. Well done, Furat, and well done, Ryan, as well. That was a fun set.
Absolute blast.
And the last one we're gonna watch is and speaking of Firefalls, is on a 2-0-4-0 winning streak after losing weeks 1-3, which is excellent. Well done. Keep the hope alive. And additionally, 4-0 or what?
It was
Firefalls 5-0'd with Galarian Moltres.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
And regular Moltres also 4-0ing this week for a 9-0 Moltres week of week 5.
Both me and Firefalls had very good Moltres weeks this week. It was very fun to see. 0 deaths between the two of them and nearly 10 kills. So, shout out the Moltres gang.
Excellent. Well, so Bohm, maybe if you'd played your match before an hour ago, I would have had time to watch it and see if it was worth weekly heat. But I actually have not watched your match yet. I have not watched this match yet either.
We get live reaction.
So we're gonna see how this one goes. Everyone was saying this one was awesome. Electric was saying they wish they had recorded it. You told me we should put this one in, so I trust the crowd. We're gonna watch Electric versus Pancake, and this one I hear is pretty good.
Yeah, very fun teams. Also,
so we got the hard Trick Room lead versus
Charizard
Charizard kills everything lead. Oh, choice specs. Yeah, okay. So Charizard kills everything lead.
Yes. So we see Electric going with the same strategy as last week. No regrets, solar power, choice specs, heat wave, kills everything.
Does get the Trick Room set up. Charizard goes down, damage. And so does the Hatterene.
So it's just a bunch of haymakers for the first 2 turns.
Yeah, big Terra Psychic, and then knock off. Getting the Covert Cloak and the knockoff and the KO.
Yeah. And both teams swinging.
So Pancake's still in a pretty good position here. taking another KO. Nightshade
And
just get a
big
little
vacuum
chip.
wave into
Drain
that
punch.
Weavile.
Ooh, right back up to full. Vacuum wave, I like. I like that as a every other turn alternative to just like Hyper Voice or Earth Power. That's a nice coverage, especially when you've got the Weavile
4X Dark Week, yeah, exactly.
as a potential lead there. That's a nice tech bring for the week. Oh, hey, Braff. So we're gonna swap away the Sheer Force.
I like that play a lot. That was really, really cool. Limit that damage with the Landorus. Keep yourself alive a little longer.
And Calm Mind. And then so we're in a 2v2 now. Last turn of Trick Room, last turn of Sun. Right, yeah, because we saw that it was Covert Cloak, so it was definitely not 8 turns of Sun.
Yes.
And we've got the Landorus at +1 special attack, +1 special defense. I'm just gonna mostly protect this one. Outrage into the protect. Hate to see that if you're
interesting move choice.
Love to see it if you're electric. Okay, so Outrage basically neutral into the whole team, like into everything that Electric brought. What would Electric have had otherwise? Like, what am I missing? That would
an ice move personally. Hits
a
solid number of Pokemon and hits the Landorus especially hard. And is also not random.
Yeah.
In terms of its targeting.
Yeah, like if Outrage is like, neutral or into a dragon type, into the whole team, and then like if this is Terra Dragon, like maybe I get that you get your first KO, right, and then you're at +1 chilling, and then it just snowballs like that. But like, you can probably just snowball with your Icicle Crashes instead.
Exactly.
There we go. No dragon resists on Electric's team, so neutral or better into the whole squad. Like we're kind of getting there, I guess. But I think in that position specifically, I think you still probably want to ice move, right?
Yeah, definitely an interesting choice, but we'll just have to see how it goes on from here.
And I did call it. It is Terra Dragon. So.
Gotcha. The Dragon Force.
The Assault Vest. Yeah.
And there's the Crash.
The Icicle Crash. We are at +1. And the Drain Punch is going to finish off this game 1. So, Electric wins game 1. In what seemed like it was going to be very convincing, and then ended up being pretty close after some big haymakers, and then still ended pretty convincingly in Electric's favor.
Kelder standing strong. And at full.
Yeah, true that Ice Move, maybe, like, picking Ice Move instead means you probably would have been targeting the Landorus anyway, and so because it protected, it doesn't actually change the outcome that much. But, if you're just rolling the dice on that outright, I don't know. I think maybe... I don't know. I like it as a tech option when there's no resists and you want to just like blast through stuff with like Choice Band or something like that. But
yeah, would have been interested to see what a Terra Dragon Outrage would have done to the Conkeldurr. Don't know the calc on that, but would have been fun.
Probably not a one-hit KO, but it probably is at +1 after you've already gotten one Chilling Neigh from something, right?
Yeah.
So Braffa, a Glastrier lover from way back, had Glastrier in like season 2 or season 3 of the VBL. But all right, so game 2, we see the Dragon Cheer lead from last week.
Another sniper water type.
Yep, another sniper water type. Electric leads the Charizard Weavile again. Probably not going to... Yeah, not just going to set up the sun again this time. Terra Fairy is nice to live a potential water move, which it does, and Dragon Pulse, once again, KO. Picking up a turn 1 KO.
Yeah, very strong.
But
This Charizard's putting in a ton of work.
In a better position after turn 1 than last game.
Yes.
Now, I do know this one goes to 3 games, so...
Immediate response.
Yeah, so now we're in a 3v2. Fast, scary Pokemon with strong attack, plus very slow, scary Pokemon with strong attack, spread moves. Electric has already used their Terra, whereas Pancake is not. So definitely in the more flexible position there. And Electric just trying to kind of scout things out, slow the game down a little. We do see the Poison Jab there.
We see Encore.
Locked into Protect there. Fast
Jordan's
Encore.
favorite move.
Still good in 2024.
Indeed.
And Pancake can kind of just play 2v1 for a couple of turns here. And pretty much lock this one up here. Just get a little damage in between protects.
Yeah, it's a very solid response. Especially after a potentially seemingly bad first turn. Turn it into a good, advantageous position. Yeah,
the Kingdra dying and getting to bring the Hatterene in and get some huge damage into the Weavile, getting that KO.
Yeah.
Pretty nice there, as it turns out.
Yes.
Excellent adjustments. Really well played end game by Pancake. Electric saying they did not execute the end game super well in that game too. I would also say, like, Electric kind of just behind the 8 ball a little bit after that double KO on turn 2, like just short on options, really, right? You got to kind of get lucky in a situation like that, and they did not. So Pancake takes game 2. Well done. And let's watch this third game here. Oof, almost just did it again.
Oh, no.
Oof, that would have been truly, truly tragic.
So let's get an apology counter up in the right-hand corner for each music play.
That would require me to have it ready to go, and I do not. All right, so we see still the same Weavile Charizard lead, which makes sense, right? Like, the Specs Charizard is the kind of thing that you want to just get out and get big damage going quick, and Weavile's gonna help support that. We do get to Fake Out into Kingdra, flinches, Overheat,
and huge damage.
Excellent damage. Well done. Good job, Charizard.
And a big Terra Fairy prevents too much damage on that. And we do see a miss. No apologies, though.
This Terra Fairy, Weavile,
really well positioned there.
Very scary in this position, right? Just cleaning up, knocking off scarfs, cleaning up KOs, and
taking out turn 1 to allow big overheats. Yeah, just very well done. Especially after seeing that vacuum wave game 1. Yeah,
Terra Fairy to play around the vacuum wave, excellently done, and doesn't quite get the 4-0, but gonna get the 3-0 there to close that out.
Yeah, they will take that any day of the week.
Excellently done. Definitely agreed. That is a set worth watching.
Yeah, ton of fun. Really fun to see Charizard put in so much work over the last 2 weeks.
Charizard,
big damage.
More appearances in Weekly Heat than any other Pokemon, I think.
Yeah, fittingly so. As the
I
OG
think
Fire
three of 5 weeks has been in the Weekly Heat. Once was it a singles
yes, but it was very cool to be.
That was sweet. We like that. So yeah, Charizard Game Freak's favorite Pokemon, and still worth using, even with these Ursaluna Blood Moons and Dragon Cheer nonsense running around.
I expect to see it winning Worlds this year.
Still a good Pokemon. Alrighty. We are... Woof.
Got through, what,
40,
10 games?
We watched 10 games from 5 sets. 3 full sets plus 2 individual games. 40 minutes in. Great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a ton of fun.
And now I got a couple more battles to watch. I got to watch Braff versus Keith, V versus Tux, and Bohm versus J-Star? Joey Jokes?
Joey Jokes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Fun for me, a divisional matchup to watch.
Oh yeah, and I gotta do some doc updating as well, because the
favorite time of the week.
The battles that didn't get played yesterday didn't get updated yesterday. So well done to our coaches, and play some sweet nonsense, and maybe you'll be in the weekly heat next week.
Oh yeah, be sure to drop your suggestions in that channel so we can
weekly heat.
See what we got.
Send them to me so I don't have to do as much work. Thank you very much. We love you very much, except for Daddy, whose heart is full of hate
and apologies apparently.